When the journey is not perfect, but God is the writing the story. To our campus director, Dr. Lester Caponilas, to the assistant director of Finance Administration, Ma'am Gladys Irida, and to our assistant SAS director, Ms. Nava Prashaga, to my fellow students, parents, good morning. Let me begin with a question. What do you do when the journey you imagine does not turn out the way you expected? What do you do when you work hard but you still fail? What do you do when you give your best but somehow you still feel that your best is not enough? And what do you do when life gives you every reason to give up but somehow you're still standing? I think many of us can relate to these questions. There is a Bible verse that has carried me through the seasons when I did not understand what was happening in my life. Proverbs 3, 5, 6, 7 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths." Today, as I stand before you as your valedictorian, I realize something. I didn't reach this moment because my journey was perfect. I reached this moment because even when my journey was imperfect, God never stopped directing my path. Fellow graduates, our journey to this day was not easy. We entered the school with dreams, expectations, and perhaps pictures in our minds of how everything would turn out. But along the way, we encountered challenges that tested not only our intelligence, but also our character. For me, one of the greatest challenges was becoming a leader in our intern school. Leadership sounds beautiful when you hear the word. It sounds like recognition, influence, and achievement. But leadership also means responsibility. It meant attending to plays, make decisions, participating in activities, representing others, and trying to be present whenever I was needed. And somehow along the way, I realized that my academics were beginning to compromise. I was trying to balance leadership and studies. And honestly, there were moments when I struggled. I had to go. I had to learn how to manage my time, adjust my priorities, and continue even when I am already tired. But despite all of that, there came a point when I failed one subject. And that failure changed me. At first, I could not understand how I had reached that point. I had always pushed myself to do better, but after failing, something inside me changed. I no longer drove myself as hard as before. I lost motivation. I lost that spark. There were times when I asked myself, what is the point of trying so hard if I can still fail? And perhaps some of you asked the same question in your own journey. Maybe you failed a subject. Maybe you were not accepted into something you wanted. Maybe someone told you that you were not good enough. Maybe you worked hard for something and someone else received the recognition. And sometimes, failure does something dangerous. It does not only make us thought more important lesson. Failure is an event, not an identity. I failed the subject, but I was not a failure. There is a difference. One grade can tell us what happened in one particular moment. It cannot tell us the entire story of who we are or who we can become. And that lesson became even more meaningful because long before that failure, I was already learning how to overcome challenges in my personal life. During my first and third year, life was not easy. Because of the separation of my parents, I I experienced what it was like to be sustained by one parent only. My mother became the one who provided for me. And while she was doing her best to support me, I also know that she was carrying her own emotional burdens. Growing up without experiencing the completeness of a family was not something I could simply ignore. There were moments when I wished things could have been different. There were moments when I felt the absence of something I could not replace. And while I was trying to continue my education, I was also trying to develop myself, to become more confident, to understand who I was, and to believe that I was capable of something greater. There were times when my confidence was small. There were times when I doubted myself. And then there was another experience that deeply affected me. I received what I consider to be the lowest grade from a teacher. And honestly, I struggled to accept it. I questioned myself, I became discouraged, and little by little, I lost the spark I once had for studying. But looking back now, I realized that perhaps that experience was not meant to destroy me. I was meant to teach me that my value cannot depend on a grade. A grade can measure performance, but it cannot measure perseverance. It cannot measure the nights you cried but still showed up the next morning. It cannot measure the sacrifices your family made. It cannot measure how many times you wanted to give up but choose to continue. And most importantly, it cannot measure the person you are becoming. That is one of the greatest lessons I learned in college. Do not allow one person's judgment, one failure, one rejection, or one difficult season to become the definition of your entire life. You are bigger than your lowest grade. You are bigger than your worst mistake. And you are bigger than the season when you felt lost. And sometimes, the chapter that hurts us the most becomes the chapter that teaches us the most. Today, I want to take this opportunity to express my deepest gratitude. First, to my parents and family. To my mother, thank you for everything you sacrificed for me. Thank you for providing even when things were difficult. Thank you for continuing to believe in me. There may have been things in our family that we could not control, but you made sure that I had what I needed to continue my education. This achievement is not mine alone. It is also yours. To my teachers, thank you. To every teacher who taught us, challenged us, corrected us, encouraged us, and sometimes pushed us beyond what we thought we could do. Thank you. Even those moments when we did not understand your decisions, even those grades that hurt us, even those corrections that we did not want to hear, we eventually learned that education isn't always about making us comfortable. Sometimes, education is about making us stronger. To our school administrator and staff, thank you for giving us opportunities to grow, not only as students, but as leaders and individuals. Thank you for trusting us, allowing us to participate, and giving us a place where we could discover our potential. To my friends and classmates, thank you for making this journey lighter. For the laughter, conversations, group activities, shared struggles, deadlines, stress, celebrations, and memories, we will carry these moments with us. We may not remember every lesson from every subject years from now, but we will remember the people who were beside us when we were still trying to survive those lessons. To my spiritual parents, family, thank you for being a source of strength and encouragement. Thank you for reminding me that there is more to life than achievements. You taught me that leadership isn't about standing above people, Leadership is about standing with people. And most importantly, I thank God. Because there were seasons when I was strong, and there were seasons when I doubted myself. There were moments when I was confident, and there were moments when I didn't know how to make it. There were times when I understand what was happening, and there were times when I had absolutely no idea where my life was going. But God remained faithful. When I lost motivation, He gave me strength to continue. When I questioned myself, He reminded me that my identity was not found in grades. When I felt that my family was incomplete, He surrounded me with people who become family. And when I thought my failures had changed the direction of my life, God showed me that even detours can lead us somewhere meaningful. And now, to my fellow graduates, I want you to remember this. Do not be afraid of an imperfect journey. We are graduating today, but we are not graduating from challenges. Tomorrow, we will enter different environments. Some of us will work, some will continue studying, and some will start businesses. Some will pursue careers we have dreamed about for years. And some of us may still have no idea what comes next. And that is okay. You do not have to have your entire life figured out today. Do not compare your timeline with someone else. Your classmates may succeed before you. Someone may get the job you wanted, and someone may achieve their dream earlier, and someone may seem to be moving faster than you. But remember, life is not a race where everyone must arrive at the same time. Your journey is your own. There will be seasons when you feel ahead. There will also be seasons when you feel behind. There will be doors that open, doors that close, and there will be people who believe in you, and also people who doubt you. There will be days when you feel unstoppable, and there will be days when simply getting out of bed and trying again will already be an achievement. When those days come, I hope you remember today. Remember that you once stood here with your classmates, carrying years of struggles behind you. Remember that you already survived things you once thought you could not survive. So when life tells you you cannot, I hope you remember that you already did. When failure tells you this is the end, I hope you remember that failure was never the end of your story. And when you begin to doubt your worth, remember your worth was never determined by grades, a title, an award, or a position. You are valuable because the person you are becoming and the lives you touch along the way. So graduates, dream. Everybody say, dream. But don't just dream for yourself. Use what you have to learn to serve others. If you become successful, bring someone with you. If you become a leader, create more leaders. If you become wealthy, remember those who have less. If you become powerful, remain humble. If you become educated, use your knowledge to make a difference. And if someday you find yourself at the top, never forget the people who help you climb. Because your success is not simply about how great you are. It is about how many people become better because you were there. So to my fellow graduates, as we leave this institution, let us not be afraid of what lies ahead. We may not know where exactly life takes us, but we can choose how we will walk through it. Congratulations, my fellow graduates. May we continue to move forward with grateful hearts, courageous spirits, and faith for the future. To God be all the glory.